Abraço, Brasil.
Opa, Jason Statham.
Beijo, Brasil.
Aos 49 anos, 1,78 m, o inglês Jason Statham é um dos maiores astros de ação do momento. Nada mal para o ex-camelô. Ele volta a viver o personagem Arthur Bishop no filme Assassino a Preço Fixo 2, A Ressurreição. Curtindo a vida no Brasil, ele tem que voltar à ativa para salvar um grande amor, interpretada pela atriz Jessica Alba. Além do sucesso no cinema, a americana faz uma fortuna como uma das donas de uma empresa de produtos caseiros sem ingredientes tóxicos. Você faz as suas próprias cenas, você usa dublês. Do you do your own scenes or do you use stunt? How does that go?
Yeah, I tend to do as much as the production will allow me to do. So, I have a physical sort of background in different disciplines that's going to help me do a lot of my own work. And for me, it's, pushing yourself is a good thing to do. And I always try and push the limits of what I'm capable of, and trying to really give some authentic feel to these characters, rather than just sitting in the trailer and letting somebody else do all the work.
Como você se prepara para filme de ação como esse? É uma preparação diferente? How do you get ready to shoot an action movie like this one? Is something different that is required?
Yeah, I knew that I was going to need to be fit for it, because I do get to do a little bit of action myself.
Para as meninas, for the girls watching you now, the women looking at you, você pode contar pouquinho mais de detalhes como é que é essa preparação sua física?
When I was preparing for this, I adjusted my diet a little bit. I took out sugars and dairy and flours, carbohydrates. I ate a lot of lean protein, vegetables. Kind of a boring diet. Not cut wine out. And then I did do, I worked out 5 days a week. With some weights and did some running and things like that, and then I did a bit of martial arts training. So it is, about 6 to 8 weeks of trying to be disciplined prior to doing a movie like this.
Você acompanha a arte marcial brasileira? Tem algum lutador que você goste mais? The movie has fantastic fight scenes.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of action movies. I'm a big fan of yours. Are you familiar with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian martial arts? Any fighter that you admire?
You know what? I've been watching Brazilian martial arts for years. I think, ever since the birth of the UFC, and where the Gracie family introduced Jiu-Jitsu to the world, I think it was, it was one of the pioneering elements that has changed the martial arts today. And, it's for sure it comes from the very talented Brazilian fighters. I was a big fan of watching Pride in Japan, and the Brazilian fighters there literally monopolized the Pride fighting championships for so long. And you see some amazing fighters. The best one, most memorable fighters are all the Brazilian fighters.
Como você escolhe os seus papéis? O que você procura quando você recebe uma proposta para fazer filme? Olha o roteiro. How do you choose your roles? What elements do you look for when you get a proposal for a movie?
It's really about time management, and it's also about how much fun I think I'd have doing it. I haven't really done an action movie like this before, and so I thought it would be pretty fun to do.
Você é uma mulher de negócios também, de muito sucesso. You're also a businesswoman, very well succeeded. Para as meninas assistindo, for the girls watching you now, que tipo de dicas você daria para que elas tenham sucesso em qualquer coisa que elas escolherem fazer na vida? What kind of tips would you give young women in Brazil for them to also be successful in whatever they choose to do in their lives?
I think the biggest thing you have to do, well, there's a few, but really go for it and try it. I think if you don't try the things that you really deep down want to try, then you're going to regret it later in life. I think it's also important to ask a lot of questions and try not to think that you know all the answers. The more curious you are, I think the better. And then try to surround yourself with some mentors, some people that you can look up to that have been successful, that you aspire to in some way or another be like.
You want to say a greeting to your fans in Brazil, millions of them. Você gostaria de mandar beijo? Would you like to send them a kiss? Just say beijo, Brasil, for your fans.
Beijo, Brasil.
Oh. Vamos finalizar com abraço para os seus amigos no Brasil. Let's end with greetings for your fans in Brazil, lots of them. No Brasil, in Brazil, people they greet their friends with abraço. You want to say abraço, Brasil?
Probably wouldn't be able to say it correctly, so...
abraço.
Abraço.
Yeah, abraço, Brasil.
Abraço, Brasil.
Opa, Jason Statham, thank you so much.
Thank you.